They say everything you say after the word I am, you become, right? Yeah, this is true to a large extent. But what's usually missing from this is that what you say after the word is not enough until you become that which you say you are. Now, what do I mean by this? You can keep saying, I am wealthy, I am healthy, I am strong. But if you do not put what you're saying into embodied practice, it will stay as words, right? And the reason is words are powerful, but words are also cheap, like they say. Words are, should I say, a certain level of vibration that precedes the embodiment of them. So let's just take a simple example like I am strong or I am fit, right? A lot of people love affirmations. We all use affirmations. I use affirmations myself. And affirmations have their role, they have their purpose in the sense of putting information into the subconscious system so it can become part of your base program, right? But the thing about it is, it cannot end there. It needs to come into actionable form. It needs to come into being. The word must become flesh. And the way the word becomes flesh is through your embodiment, through your action. So if you keep saying, I am fit, I am fit, I am fit, but within yourself, you do not practice that fitness, then it's like you don't know it. So it's like you're just saying it and you're lying to yourself. But the thing is, you can't lie to yourself if you don't take that action, right? Taking the action is actually the affirmation of what you are saying. So the affirmation is not just the saying of the word. The true affirmation is the action that comes to affirm that which you're saying. So to say you are fit, then you have to practice being that fitness. You have to know that you're fit. And to know that you're fit involves taking the actions that make you fit. So, for example, it may be going on walks, going on runs, using your jump rope or your skipping rope, going to the gym, so that I am fit becomes part and parcel of you. Because let's say I say I am Duke, right? This is not something that I say to affirm. It is something that I know. I know within my being that this is who I am or this is who I identify as. So I don't really think about it, right? Of course, unless I'm trying to go deep into the greater I am and so on and so forth. But let's put that all aside for now. What I'm trying to make you understand is that the speaking of the affirmation has its role, but it is for the purpose of getting that knowing into embodied living and embodied practice. And this is how you're able to change your life and to shift your reality. Because if you keep saying it and you don't take action, it stays at words. And a lot of us are used to doing this, right? Where we think that we can just say things, say things, say things, and not do, and see them come into being. You can't be in a state of feeling poor and keep saying, I am rich, I am rich, I am rich, and not take actions to become rich and think your life will change for you to become a rich person. The affirmation is supposed to get you excited so that you move from a state of like just belief into a state of knowing, where maybe you've said it enough times that now, because you've said it enough times, you're seeing evidence of why you are rich or why you are wealthy. And then from that knowing, which comes from feeling, you take those actions. And the moment you begin to take those actions, you are becoming you're putting it holistically into all parts of your being. Because you see, we are thinking, feeling beings who take action, because we are living in this 3D reality, and the language of this 3D reality is action. So you cannot just stay at thought level. Think of thought level as a lighter vibration, right? So you can have thoughts. It's lighter because if you think about how thoughts come and go quickly, because the thoughts are lighter like air, right? And then those thoughts are can be felt. Feeling is a little denser because feeling is within the body, the dense body structure. So that same thoughts can be felt, right? It has a vibrational component in feeling, right? And then there's a third layer, which is action, because you act from your thoughts and your feelings. And the actions are more a carnal thing. You are not just you're a spirit being, but you're a spirit being having this carnal 3D experience. So to be fully who you are, you have to live on all three planes. That's why when you have a thought and you have a feeling, you put it into action for it to appear in the 3D reality, because that's the reality that we're living in, right? You are God manifested. You are God in flesh, God in 3D reality. So you have to express every part of your being in that totality. This is why your words must come into action in order for them to be what you say they are. This is why you can't just stay on the thoughts level. You can practice that, but realize that that practice is so it can be embodied. It needs to come into the flesh form. It needs to be known fully. And the way for anything to be known fully is for it to be embodied, for it to be part and parcel of who you are. If you are hungry and you eat and you get satisfied, it is a knowing that comes to you. You can't just think it, and then you become satisfied. Perhaps some people have mastered vibration on that level that they can do that. But I'm just saying, generally, everything requires some level of action, requires some level of embodiment. And I'm saying this to make relation to things like affirmations, because we may say affirmations that we don't believe, that we don't know. And the important thing about affirmations is that you have to know them as true, because it is the knowing of these affirmations as truth that solidifies them, that makes the vibration, should I say, denser, so that it can be in this reality. Otherwise, it will stay in that world. So you're an alchemist. I'm an alchemist. We're all alchemists. And we're taking vibration from the thought form through the feeling form, of course, filtered by belief systems, into action. And this is how we become who we say we are, or who we want to be. This is how we are able to create new selves, by becoming. You have to be it in order for it to come. And you be it in embodiment, in the fullness of your being, because you have a body. The body is part of who you are in this lifetime, in this reality. So this is how I think about affirmations, or things that we say to affirm to ourselves. I'm sharing this so you can understand the different levels of vibration at play, so that you can use it in your life, and realize that once you begin to understand it this way and use it this way, your affirmations take on a new form. And you won't complain to yourself that, oh, I keep saying I am this, I keep saying I am that, but I don't see any change. The changes are happening, but the change cannot happen without your action, because you are the one here to create who you say you are. You are the person you've been waiting for. No one can do it for you. No, you can't put food in your mouth and expect someone else to digest it for you. Your body has to digest it. So in the same way with the affirmations, you have to take action. You have to move them from just sayings into knowings, into embodied knowings. This is how the word becomes flesh. This is how you live it out. This is where you will see the power of your affirmations. So of course, say the affirmations, repeat the affirmations as a way to program your subconscious mind. Play the affirmations when you're going to bed, so that it can enter your subconscious mind when you're in alpha state, or you're in between sleep and wake, so that it can be programming your mind, because that would also help so that it becomes known in your body. It's almost like you're saying the words as vibrations, so they imprint within your body structure, so that it becomes one with the flesh, and it becomes something that you know. But the most important thing to understand is that it has to be known, it has to be embodied, it has to become one with who you are. It has to become part of you, part of your flesh, part of every part of your being, part of your thinking, part of your feeling, part of your action, and most importantly, part of your belief system. This is how the affirmations work. Just saying it leaves it in one vibrational state of thoughts and words. And if you don't believe it, if you don't know it, if you don't feel it as the truth, then you are just thinking and saying it. If you're going to think it and say it, then you have to feel it, you have to believe it, you have to know it, and you have to be it so that it is wholesome. And this is how those things will come into being. I hope this makes sense. I hope this has brought you some value. Think about it. I'd like to hear what your reflections on it. Leave a comment if you have any questions. We can definitely talk about that. So, yeah, this is what I have for you today. Enjoy and have a beautiful day.